rolling. This is it. This is episode
great.
410.
Ooh.
Let's just focus on that for a half a second here. 410 episodes. Shane Torres is back with me.
Is it 414 today? The date?
No, it's 415.
Oh.
It's
so we could have added the 4 and the 10. It would have been 414 on 414.
Shit.
Well.
Cut. Let's come back tomorrow.
Yesterday.
Let's come back yesterday.
Yes, we did this on Wednesday.
It's actually, today is 4/15, April 15th, which to most people is like, oh shit, tax day.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck.
So, Shane, the IRS sent me a message and wants to know. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah,
but,
why would they come to you?
They knew you'd be here.
Yeah.
Why I'm connected. No, thankfully they did push that back at least, I think, a month this year. So.
Yeah, we'll be all right. Yeah, we'll be all right.
So here we are, episode 410. You were here not incredibly long ago.
No, I was back. I was here in August, I think.
August of 2020. In the middle, in
so
between,
like 9 months. It's been about
in between two shutdowns.
Yeah,
you were here.
I'm really can't get enough of this city. I can't get enough of this city when it's muted.
Yeah,
when it's pretty quiet. I love Minneapolis. When the life is out of it, that's when they say, "Let's bring in the big guns and put a little gas on the fire. See if the city's to come back to life." And by Saturday at 10:30, we're gonna know.
Yeah, darn right. So are you telling people this is your home club now, that you've been here twice in a year?
Yeah, and I'm doing that. That's what I'm like. I come here and I live at the Homewood Suites, and then I sustain myself. I eat 2 meals a day, one from the breakfast bar there, and then one when I come to the club. And that's what I do. Yeah,
yeah,
it's my home club. Yeah,
except that Acme doesn't serve lunch anymore, so you really got to space those meals out. That's no good.
Oh boy,
no good. You have what you're saying is you have squatters' rights.
I do. Yeah, like if I got mail there, I wonder if that would imply to squatters' rights at a hotel. That'd be really funny if you did that.
They're like, we don't even have a place to put mail for people, but I guess we'll set up a mailbox?
Yeah, I mean, like, mail can show up to a hotel for you.
Yeah, sure.
So maybe you could.
I wonder.
That's like what it seems like in movies. They're like, my mail shows up here. I can stay here as long as I want. You know, like that's like when they're trying to kick someone out of a house or something. Well, maybe not, though.
Transfer your home phone number.
Yeah. I was like, I'm extension room 318. Yeah.
So here we are. You're back at Acme. This is Acme's podcast.
Yes.
You did a show last night.
Yeah.
How did it go?
It was good. I thought it's very weird right now because I don't know if I have done an hour of stand-up since the last time I was here.
Is that right?
I mean, that might not be true. I could probably look at my calendar and see, but I think it's So I was here in August, right? And just scaling back. No, I have. I did some in February. Yeah. So here and there, but it's like, it's a little sparse, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like, because I was here in August, and then I didn't have another hour show until November.
You're still living in New York?
Yes, I am. Yeah. And it's kind of been sparse since then. And then after November, I didn't have one till fucking February. So, and I haven't done hours since February. I've done other spots, but yeah.
Yeah. So what's the situation been for you performing in New York?
They finally opened venues. Though some have chose to remain to stay closed for a little bit till capacity goes up.
Right.
But they've opened venues, and April 2nd, I think it was.
Yeah.
So that's 2 weeks ago. Like that people can go to live performance again. Yeah. But before that, people were doing a lot of outside stuff, or like, I guess technically legal shows, but really brushing up against.
Yeah.
Like,
I heard there was.
They're like we're doing because the rule was like you could have music in like a restaurant if you had like just had live music, but it couldn't be the attraction. So we'd have to be like, come to dinner, come to funny dinner, like or whatever, like wink, like because it was like ambient entertainment or whatever, you know.
Right,
I think
right.
It fell under.
It's complimentary.
We're just charging. That's exactly what it was. Like,
we're charging $60 now for spaghetti. But,
yeah, that's kind of what it was. Like people were trying to find ways because they needed to, you know, to a degree. Like they weren't getting enough help that they needed.
Hell yeah,
yeah.
So when things, weren't really open, what have you been doing to fill your time? What's keeping you busy?
I've been exercising a lot.
Yeah?
Yeah. I think I'm smaller than I was the last time you guys saw me. I hope. Jesus.
Well, we're on YouTube. There's video of this, so
yeah, I definitely am. You know, I know I am, but I don't want to look it up because then I'll be like, if it's not enough, you know, like smaller.
When did I hear you mention this? That you were measuring what you were eating? Did I hear you say that?
I never measured what I was eating, but I got on a meal plan.
A meal plan.
Yeah.
Okay. Because my wife is sort of doing not a meal plan, but she's
You're straight?
Huh?
No.
You're straight? Hey, you heard about the Bachelor just came out, Shane.
Yeah. What?
One of the guys that was famous because of being on The Bachelor.
Oh, is a gay guy?
He's a gay guy.
Oh,
yeah.
Good for him.
So it's funny that you guys said that.
Wow. Well, that's an interesting
yeah, he was the
be.
guy that was set up with all these dates or whatever. And
yeah, I mean, I wanted to
came out. Yeah.
Oh, I'm glad he came out. Good for him.
Yeah, for sure. So I was saying that my wife is doing she now measures what she's eating, and then the other day she was like, I need to go in front of the mirror and measure all of my body parts, and she wasn't looking forward to doing that.
No one is. What the fuck? We're not all wiry sticks like you. Like. What I mean, like, what do you weigh? 130 pounds?
All in the midsection.
Yeah. How much do you weigh?
I more than 130, but not a ton more. 150 something probably.
Yeah, and you're kind of a small 150. You're not a big 150.
No,
you know, you're pretty tall.
Yeah, 5'11".
Yeah, but you're not bulky. You know, you're not wide. Is that
no?
Yeah.
No.
Good for you.
Yeah. It's not because
I guess like 15 minutes of my set last night was me talking about stress eating when I saw the ticket numbers. I went to the bar, and he was like, "Oh, he's got kitchen's closing up in a bit. What would you like?" And I was like, "I'll have the club sandwich, and instead of fries, I'll have the ravioli." And that's exactly what I did, and I ate all of it like such a fat fuck. Oh.
Well worth it, though.
Yeah, nah.
No?
I just... What I left in my toilet this morning should never... It was like one of those things I changed the sheets on the bed. It was so gross.
Are you going to write an apology letter to the woman that...
No, I wouldn't. I don't make them clean it. I just, I just feel horrible for them. And
I'm so sorry.
It's fine. 2 shows Friday and Saturday. Yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
Oh no, yeah. I exercised a lot. Started eating healthy, a bit healthier. Trying to think of what else I was doing. I went to Hawaii in January. And
did you get on a stage in Hawaii?
No. It was
strictly vacation.
Yeah. It was kind of like this weird thing that it just kind of happened that my friend was like, "Hey, my sister has a house here." And she's not gonna. Their family's not gonna be there. She's like, so she said I could bring some friends out here. Do you want to fly out and do it? And I was like, yeah. And I did it because I've never been to a place warm or tropical in my life.
Okay.
And have you?
Yeah. Jamaica. I've been to Jamaica.
Yeah. And it's so beautiful, and I really enjoyed it. But my first week, I was there for I think 11 days. Every day I was a little stressed because I was like, you're not working enough. Like whether I was writing or podcasting or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. But then I finally was like, fuck it. Enjoy it. It's great. Yeah.
Yeah, my mom had to drag my dad to go with her to Hawaii a few years ago.
Oh, really?
Because he doesn't it's like, are you kidding me? Go!
Because he just doesn't know
He doesn't want to travel. He doesn't he's just...
He's kind of a homebody. I like my... Yeah?
Completely.
Just goes down to his bar and has his drink and then...
No.
No?
This fellow doesn't drink either.
No? What does he do?
He collects and tries to resell antiques. That's a whole nother story. But I just don't understand how being a trip to paradise. My parents are retired. Isn't that what you're like? What we're working for?
Are they in Minneapolis?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, isn't that what we're working for?
Seems like
sort of.
Yeah. I mean, I want my whole life I want my work to feel like a retirement. Like in a way of like.
Ideally, absolutely.
Like I'm pretty fortunate in that regard, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Ideally, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. What would you be doing if you weren't doing comedy, do you think?
Oh, man. I don't know. I'd like
what
to
would
think.
you be happy doing with money
I think
didn't matter?
maybe. Based on how I look, I'd be like a truck driver or something. Like if I only wanted to change careers and I thought, what will fit my life the best if I don't have to change anything else?
Sure.
I think truck driving is probably it because I would still be leaving all the time, still be driving, not talking to a lot of people. Really enjoying my mileage status in a lot of places, and then my mail would still be in a huge pile when I came home. So I think truck driving, and plus I already have like most of the clothes, So
yeah, there you go.
Yeah. Do
you have a car in New York?
No. I mean, I have plans. It seems like it would be great and also not great because it seems like finding parking would be a motherfucker, but. I don't know, but it seems like going to the store or whatever and grocery shopping and not having to carry 10 bags of groceries home would be nice.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that kind of stuff.
That sounds awful.
But it's all it's all worth it. Like plus I'm gone a lot. Like I just get a bag of chips or whatever. Just come.
Tape them together. Just tape them together. Yeah. So. Last night, I was watching some television, YouTube. I was looking for some news on YouTube.
Oh, you're one of those, huh?
And what does that mean?
You're a Q-tuber.
Q-tuber. Oh, like QAnon?
Yeah. No, like Qbert YouTube videos. Yeah.
Now you're in my wheelhouse.
Yeah.
Let's talk Qbert.
Yeah.
And it was giving me suggestions, and one of the things I must have on on my interests on YouTube is podcasts. So it showed me that podcast Kill Tony just had their 500th episode, and there's a video copy of it. So I clicked on it. I was watching it for a little bit. And I was like, oh, hey, I don't follow these guys on Instagram. So I went to Instagram and put in Kill Tony.
Yeah.
And Instagram.
Tony Fauci.
Instagram is worried about me now because I put the word kill. Have you ever heard of this? I typed the word kill before I even got the word Tony in the name of that show. And it came up here. I have a screenshot of it. Can we help? Posts with words you're searching for often encourage behavior that can cause harm and even lead to death. If you're going through something difficult, we'd like to help. And then it has a button to get support to click on.
Well, that's kind of nice. I mean, I guess something terrible had to happen for them to want to post that.
I guess.
To avoid being sued.
What word was going to come after kill? Myself?
I mean, it could be like, or like, when you put in Kill Tony, I was like, oh, maybe it's some crazy thing like people hashtag fire Fauci, kill Tony Fauci. Like I thought maybe that's where it was going. Like you were searching something illegal.
Sure, yeah.
Or not illegal, but you know what I mean. Like that could be problematic.
Yeah.
But then you're just putting in Kill Tony podcast. Yeah.
Yeah. I thought that was
so yeah, I don't that is a good thing that popped up, I think. Also, could be a little scary in the sense of what it can search for, how quickly. Yeah. Or like what it can how it can notify. But maybe it's not that big a deal. I could be overthinking a great deal. Who gives a shit? I'm not that bright. Who gives a fuck?
Let's not overthink it.
I'm not the person to ask. I don't want to be the person that always like poo-poos something because of a what if. Like I'm like, that should be there. That warning should pop up. And then I'm like thinking, like, what's wrong about this warning? Like the idea of it, And then somebody like, well, they're using algorithms, and they could possibly use those algorithms to like find out whatever.
Yeah. They know I didn't wear a mask yesterday.
Yeah, or what? Like, and it just like I don't want to be a person who thinks like that's clearly a good thing that they're popping that up there and trying to like help people if that's what it is for.
It would be amazing if someone was like,
But I think
I was down. I was at the lowest point in my life. And fucking Instagram saved my life. Who knew?
Yeah.
Social media is,
That's a good thing. But then some people will find a way to be upset about that too.
Right.
I guess. Yeah.
Right.
And I don't want to be that person, but I probably am in some way.
Last time you were here, you brought along your buddy Sam Evans.
Yeah.
What's he doing?
Who cares? No. Sam is good. He is. He didn't come this time, and I think it was because he's vaxxed now. But I was like, last time we drove.
That's right.
And it kind of the drive knocked us on our ass a little bit,
Oh.
just coming back because we did it all in one shot.
Ay.
Yeah, so it was like a 22-hour straight drive.
Jesus.
Yeah, and
like starting over in comedy.
No. It wasn't starting over. It was like a step down from that. It was. I was
more like running away.
How is this worse? Like, feel this world. But we drove it. It was like actually a good drive. But I had to go out to the airport to get my goddamn car, and there was so much construction out there. I missed my exit, and it took me like 40 minutes in the wrong direction.
Oh no!
And I was like already like on top of a 23-hour day or
yeah,
whatever
you don't
it was.
want that.
I was like, fuck this. And then Sam wanted to stop at an ice cream place in his hometown of Perrysburg, Ohio. That was an hour out of the way.
Okay, hour. That's not too bad.
Yeah, so that really. But there was like a 30-minute wait in line for the goddamn sugary treats that we later had to make a 2-hour bathroom stop for. Yeah. So, and we were just like getting like we were really revving up against it. We were so tired, and Sam was a trooper and drove most of it, but like I was just like kind of like fucking Pennsylvania is a very pretty state a lot of the time, but at night it is fucking terrifying. Like there's just so much woods and so much empty space.
Sure.
Because it's like Pittsburgh, then Philadelphia. Like is what it feels. There's not a lot of space in between those. Like maybe Altoona or something, but it was just like we were just like driving. There's not a lot of light, like we were just driving forever. I was like, we're gonna fucking die, and then we made it. Great ending, Shane. Yeah.
I listened back to when you were here in August, and that was one of the things that we talked about. And then another thing, and I hesitate to ask about this, but I'm going to. You had a thing that was going to be on Quibi that we talked about, Will Smith and Sean Patton and everybody, and then Quibi fucking disintegrated.
Another thing that was taken from me.
It sounded.
And Will Smith. Who'd have thought?
So I searched in the last couple of days, like, is this thing going to pop up someplace else? And I saw one article was written that maybe Roku was purchasing it and may show up there.
Yeah, that it might.
But you don't know anything about?
Well, I think Roku bought, and I could be wrong, but my understanding is that maybe Quibi sold their library of already aired and produced things that had already been made and put out to the public on the Quibi platform. Maybe that content, I hate that word.
Ditto.
Maybe that content could end up on Roku because Roku is its own thing, and I guess they have their own channel and stuff.
Yeah.
Which would be great. But I don't know what the hang-up is and if the Will Smith stuff is. I have not been told that the Will Smith stuff is on there for sure because the thing I did with Will Smith. Yeah. Because it never technically came out. So maybe that has something to do with it. Like I guess they had a deal.
Yeah.
But then it never came out, and then I guess that means like Will Smith stuff. Maybe it wasn't. It's not part of the deal. I don't know. So maybe it'll be on Roku, or maybe Will Smith will throw it on YouTube or something. I would love to see it somewhere.
Yeah.
There's so many funny people that were part of it, and
I know
it was like, and that was like my second thing last year that got canned. because of this goddamn pandemic. God, let's get through this motherfucker. So I'm just kind of worried about that stuff. But, not worried, but like I would love to see it come out because it was cool, and then like Sean and David and Megan and so many other great people, Christy. So like Jack, like there were so many great people. Not Jack Rail.
Rosebud Baker.
I think Rosebud was there if I remember correctly. Barron was there. Not Jack wasn't there. Why did I say Jack? Was Jack there? Maybe he was. Who cares? He's doing fine. Anyways, Rel was there. There were so many cool people, Chris Estrada, and I just would like all of us to get an opportunity like that. You know, like the amount of eyes Will Smith commands just on a finger snap is crazy. You know, and I bombed on my set.
Oh.
I wouldn't say it. I would say I picked the wrong material for this crowd, is what I would say.
Really?
Yeah.
And where were the shows? They were in Las Vegas. In a club?
At Top Golf.
Oh, that's right. Now I'm just coming back to me.
Yeah,
Top
because
Golf.
they kind of converted one of their event spaces into a comedy club. It looked good, to be honest with you. It really did. That part was not the problem. I misread the room. I did a lot of material about moving my dad into a homeless shelter, and they were like all looking at Will Smith look sad for me. Because he's there watching you, and you're like, yeah, I remember this. Because I do a lot of, like, I guess some kind of trauma-y stuff in my comedy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And, or whatever is difficult. And then I still think it's a funny story. And just watching Will Smith look at me like,
you sure, bro?
Yeah, and he was also very, like, laughing. He was a good audience member. But, like, it's so crazy to be the focus of something when there's something so much more famous or more, like, appealing or, like, notable in the room. Like, you see, like, I was the focus because I was on stage.
Yeah.
But everybody knows it's like, Will Smith is right there. You know what I mean? Like, that's what's weird about. Like,
what's Will think?
Yeah, like, it's kind of wild. And I don't know if everybody did that. Some people were just laughing and, like, enjoying the show, I think. But, like, clearly there was a small element, maybe, of people who were, like, watching him watch me, like, and maybe I'm overthinking that too, but I don't think so.
The only,
I mean, maybe I'm overthinking, but I do think that was happening, is what I'm saying, and I guess it's just a thing that happens to that guy, which is more interesting than a lot of stuff.
What if it comes out
phenomenon?
What if it comes out and the only camera was actually on Will, just getting his reaction?
Yeah, and he's just like, cool.
It's just audio of your jokes.
Yeah, and it's like, man, this crazy guy. This is the sound I heard a lot during my set.
Oh, that's freaking fantastic. Hey, being from Texas.
The greatest state in the world.
The greatest state in the world. Are you surprised that I was a couple of weeks ago I was when the Major League Baseball season was going to start, and they were doing like, they're going to have all these, like a target field day for the Twins, all the, limited capacity and this and that. And then I saw Texas Rangers 100% wide open. State of Texas wide open.
Yeah.
Being someone that's from there,
That's not our great. That's not what
are you surprised?
That's not what makes us the greatest.
Are you surprised?
Everything is bigger in Texas. Because we have managed to shrink everything else in capacity and other regular.
Oh, is that it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Am I surprised by what, though? What was the question?
That they're the ones who are like, fuck it, let's open up.
I think Greg Abbott's a fucking idiot. I think the governor's a fucking moron, and I think I think the leadership in that state is disgusting.
Yeah.
And abhorrent. Like, and I think they are doing this, and it's mostly like trolling. Like, I think they're doing it to be like, see, we're fine, like, and then COVID numbers are bad. Like, I think that's what I think they're selfish as fuck.
Yeah.
I think they're digging their heels in, and Greg Abbott's a fucking lunatic.
Do you still have family there?
I have 2 brothers there, and some nephews and a niece. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and
if they called, the hottest club in Texas, I don't know what that is, but called today and
I'd go.
You'd go.
I mean, I go. I mean, I'm here. I want to work too, but like, I'm also working I've played this room when it's been. This is the always it's the best club in the country. Or it's always mentioned up there with all the other great. Acme is, and for a reason. And the last 2 times I've played here, it's because it's been during COVID and things that have limited capacity.
Yep.
Which I understand. And okay, happens. This is the compromised version of what we all. But I've also played. The first time I played here, I think one of the shows was sold out. Which was great and full. And it was you feel like a superhero.
Yeah.
Everywhere else is doing a compromised version of everything.
Yeah.
Because they're trying to do the right thing. And you just don't want to. And you're saying it's because, we can't bend to the fear of the virus. It's yeah, I understand, there at a point everything will be a little uncomfortable coming back out of this thing. But you are prolonging this, whether you think you are or not.
Yeah.
Your irresponsible behavior is... Fuck him. I hope somebody shits on his head. I do not like that motherfucker.
Did you see? So the Minnesota Twins, they had a day where they all got inoculated, except for one player. He has COVID now.
Does he really?
I swear to God.
Who was the player?
Andrelton Simmons.
Okay.
It's their new shortstop.
Yeah.
He was public about it. He's I'm not going to say why, but I have my own reasons on why I'm not going to take this, that he's been saying for at least a month now. And then yesterday, he was not in the starting lineup because he has COVID.
And
he's fine. I mean,
everybody wants him to be fine. And I understand people have different reasons for not wanting to take a vaccine. And there could be a million of them. And some of them have legitimate, what I would think are legitimate, and then some of them I think is bullshit. These fucking idiots who think Bill Chip is putting a microchip in their head because they want to know what's going on at the Arby's in Bessemer, Alabama, can fuck off.
That's why they're not making potato cakes anymore. It's all connected.
Yeah. But it's one of those things that I don't want to get too far into it because I'm not. One, I already have some vax. I already got my first shot.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Nice.
So I had I'm not unbiased, but I was some people feel have their reasons and they feel they're very legitimate, and I don't know, man. Just get the fucking shot. Trust people. Every person is kind of getting them. Every kind of person is getting them. And and there's definitely a lot of things that are not going well with this. But I don't. The conspiracy theory shit, and I know that's a phrase that's used to dismiss a lot of things, but you're don't be stupid. Actually just read about it and not, read from a medical profession. I have a friend who's a doctor.
Yeah.
Who's a doctor and has training. And she has people in her family, and she got the vaccination shot while she's pregnant as a physician. And just people in her family who are not doctors, who are how could you do this? Blah, blah, blah. And she's I know how to read a medical report.
Yeah.
Shut up. That's how much people want to believe things. But they'll be when something is wrong with them, I guarantee you she's the first person they call.
Oh, absolutely.
That's what's fucking stupid.
1,000%. Absolutely 1,000%. Final thing I'm going to ask you.
No.
We're going to go the other direction.
No. Let's go in the other direction. Yeah, the COVID hot talk from me is really what's going to move this podcast up.
We're going to flip it the other way. The silver lining for you for the last year. What's the good thing that has come out of this, of the last year?
That's a good question.
Let's see. You're thinking about that.
What is it for you? You feel some space while I think.
Sure. Yeah. I have. It's weird. I lost some part-time jobs I had because things have shut down. But then on the flip side of that is I've never spent more time at home with my family, and that's been great.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I'm not just saying that because it makes me sound listen to
makes
him.
You sound lame. I will say,
lame.
I get this is. I work. That's what I choose to do with most of my time, and I like that about my life. I enjoy my work. So, and I oftentimes, a lot of people, are not happy with their position in comedy and show business.
Sure.
Like, but I worked more than most other comics last year.
Yeah.
And I guess that is on some reflection because I was doing better than I thought before. So it gave me a little perspective, I think. So while I am not exactly where I want to be or happy with where I am in my career, I am better off than I thought I was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's
it gave me a little perspective.
Good. Yeah. And
it's also motivating to a degree. Yeah.
It's something we brought up on the podcast here last week. Is the Acme recently hired a bunch of new MCs, and one of the regulars here, Robert Burrill, has been pushed up to a headliner. He's going to have his first headlining week.
That's great.
And a lot of it is based on the fact that they showed up and did the stage time while other people weren't. So
yeah. There's a part to that. I got to be here twice within a year, and I do love this club. I love this town, and I want to come back here again when it's full. When people, but
you're the first one back in the, since we've been in the last year. You're the first one that's done 2 weeks.
Yeah,
yeah. So that's
boy,
that's good.
Yeah, is it good? Okay, let's hope so.
What would be bad about that?
I don't know. I'll find something.
I can't even think of one thing that would be bad about that.
I don't know.
Right.
I'll find a way to be upset. No, it worries. I worry. I hope it's good. I think it's good, and I want to see this place. I want the customers to be here, not where that black tape is. That kind of stuff, because that was the best part. Because this room is so good. It taught me to appreciate what I had before this and what I have going on during it, and I'm trying to be grateful for those things.
Yeah.
But I think it's and I guess I'm just a gloom and doom son of a bitch. But I guess, we are all tired of being at, having it be at a volume, life being at a volume of 2 when you want it to be at a 10.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
In a good way. Yeah.
Yeah. I have total confidence that when you're back again, it'll be back to whatever we call.
I'm sure. I know.
It'll be back to what you described.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think so.
Yep.
I think so. Anything? Buy some tickets here. Come see Shane this weekend.
When does this go up?
As soon as possible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Come see me here. Also, check my website. I'm adding a lot of dates. The Oh So Close tour is what I'm calling my dates. Well, it's so nice to see you guys. Acme Comedy Club! That's it. I'm done. I'm out of energy. I need a salad. I ate an apple fritter for breakfast. That's different than an apple. Thank you. You're the best.